Hey everybody, it's Stephanie Old World Gamer along with Scott Devin Kane, and welcome back to another episode of the Retro Indie Pixels podcast.
Ooh. We are back once again, to give you all of your gaming news and Scott's guilty gaming pleasures. Ooh, I heard ooh.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Ah, Deadly Starlight has a commercial. Good old Twitch. Oh, I also probably have to turn down your music. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we've missed a couple times because, you know, stuff happened and all that good stuff. But,
for once we had the internet issues, and it was actually SDK's fault this time. I don't know what the hell was going on last week. We called our ISP this afternoon. We got like a whole bunch of things sorted out. And now I'm on 4 times faster internet, and I have like a Wi-Fi hub in my room. So hopefully everything goes good this week. Fingers crossed and all that good stuff for all that. But so how was your gaming week, Stefan? I
finished up Cloudpunk, and that was actually a pretty fun game. It wasn't too stressful, but I liked the whole like world concept and stuff. Also, we almost forgot. Podcast unofficially brought to you by Jones's Soda. I'm almost through a cream soda, and then I'm going on to an orange and cream soda because, you know, gotta love the cream soda.
Don't mind me that I don't have a Jones's Soda this week. I didn't get the opportunity to go get any this week.
Even though I did tell him about it earlier in the day.
I know. This was a super busy day. Like, I had like plans to do this, and this, and they're like, oh, by the way, we're going to go get new internet. Oh, by the way, your new computer chair showed up today. Oh, by the way, it's podcast day. Go get your news. I'm like, all right, well, everything that I had planned for today got shot through the floor.
Yes, Danny, I did gift a sub to my bot by mistake. Thank you for bringing that up.
But we were on a call, and I'm like, oh my god, did that just happen?
I knew that! I knew you guys had talked about it beforehand, guaranteed. Jesus.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just like, I think Stefan just accidentally gifted a sub to the input. I'm like, whoops. Not the intention.
That was not my intention at all. Anyways, I played through all of Cloudpunk. I've got almost everything done. I think there was like one small quest line I could have done to get like 2 or 3 extra achievements, and then there was like other achievements like basically replay the game but never have to repair your car, and I'm like, oh okay, I'm that kind of a driver. I'll just drive super slow.
Yeah, I finally finished Final Fantasy 2. Thank God. Oh,
nice.
Thank God for that. Started Final Fantasy 3. Haven't gone back to it yet because I just needed. After finishing Final Fantasy 2, man, I just needed a break because that game was such a goddamn nightmare. But going back to that, I played I actually found I scratched my F-Zero itch. I found it's a game that's like 3 years old at this point, but it's called like Fast RMX, where it basically, you know, if you guys are like looking to like scratch that F-Zero itch that Nintendo won't give us for some goddamn reason. Like, go check that game out. It's actually relatively cool. It's only like $20 too, and it's, you know, I like it. It's super cool. But
oh, don't worry, I'll be spending everybody else's money later in the podcast, sir. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, see,
including yours.
Including, yeah. I have a feeling I know what you're talking about. But anyway, so that was my gaming week. So yeah, I guess we will get right into SDK's news for the week, which is, as always, brought to you guys by Beaches247 and Destructoid.com. Loading. Oof, what am I saying? Starting off with our Epic Game Store freebies for the week, which this week we got some nice ones. We got Enter the Gungeon and God's Trigger. Latest freebies are now available in the Epic Game Store. Enter the Gungeon and God's Trigger are both free this week on the Epic Game Store through August 27th. Enter the Gungeon is a bullet hell dungeon where a band of folks set out to shoot, loot, and roll and table flip. The Dodge Roll Games developed title tasks players with seeking out the gun that can kill the past while running through dangerous dungeons, collecting loot and discovering secrets. In the game, you will choose a hero and work your way to the bottom of the dungeon by surviving floors filled with enemies and bosses. You also have chats with merchants and shopkeepers. A single-player mode is there for loners, but a friend can join as a Gungeoner in co-op mode. Matt has a go with it in an early version of the game in 2014, and you can read his impressions at VG247. The action roguelike God's Trigger is also free this week, and in it you will dispatch enemies with speed and precision. You have various weapons to choose from, selectable special abilities, environmental hazards, and melee attacks at your disposal. Next week, Hitman and Shadowrun Collection will be free to download and keep through September 3rd. So, yeah, I have played Enter the Gungeon. It's super fun. If you have not played that game, I mean, obviously it's free, go get it. But, yeah, Enter the Gungeon is super cool. It's kind of like Bullet Hell and Diablo meets, sort of, kind of. But super fun, and I would definitely recommend it. I have not played God's Trigger. I actually didn't. I didn't look into it at all. But I mean, action. What did it say? Action roguelike. So should be kind of fun, I suppose. You know, if you're into action roguelike stuff.
What in the hell?
You played Enter the Gungeon, have you?
Yes, I have, but I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. What in the hell?
Uh-oh, my hand! Oh no!
Yeah, it's on another screen, so I'm trying to fix that right now. Sorry about that.
I'm dead. Oh, shit. What? 1 moment, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird because it's like coming onto your screen too. Something's very idiot. Oh, I have a head again. Hi, everybody. Not just the talking not heads.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, good. It's always a barrel of laughs.
Always got to be something that happens, right?
I know, right? There's always some sort of fun that you can have over here at the Retro Indie Pixels podcast. If it's not internet connection, it's me getting decapitated. So take what you will with that.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
It just does not want to.
It's actually pretty nice.
Has that place? Thank you. Oh my God! Here it is. Oh my God! Yes, I'm gonna keep that fucking setting. Stop changing it. Okay.
Hey.
We're back to where we're supposed to be.
Good.
My apologies, everybody. I think it's because I turn off that TV, and when it turns back on, it reverts back to its native resolution, which fucks with it. Yeah. So at least now I'll know what to do next time if it happens. That's totally my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, by the way, I missed out on all the games from Epic Game Store for the past 2 weeks because we didn't do a podcast really, so I was all like, Herbitter, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I should go grab that game. And I'm like, wait, no! There's new games today.
Have you played Enter the Gungeon yet? Or?
I haven't. I think I watched Elizabeth play some of it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, so it's definitely worth it downloading, giving it a try yourself. So anyway, moving on. Hitman 3 is going to be an Epic Game Store exclusive on PC.
Wow.
The PC version of Hitman 3 will only be available through Epic Games Store at release. IO Interactive, the developer and publisher of Hitman 3, announced today that the game's PC version is an Epic Games Store exclusive. In celebration, Hitman 2016 will be available to download and own forever from August 27th to September 3rd. Given how Hitman 3 will allow players to forward their progress and locations from Hitman 2, IO confirmed that the feature will be available on the Epic Games Store version. In a statement, IO CEO Akon Abarak explained that Epic Games' deal was welcome for a company new to self-publishing. Self-publishing Hitman 3 is a big step for IO Interactive in achieving our highly ambitious goals as an independent studio, said Abarak. Furthermore, this partnership with Epic has given us the freedom to create the game exactly as we imagined, for our fans and for our community uncompromised. Alongside today's news, IO also revealed one more of Hitman 3 locations, Thornbridge Manor in Dartmoor, England. Catch a first look at it at the trailer at VG247. In other news, IO announced this week that Ghost Mode and an online component of Sniper Assassin will not return in the upcoming game. Hitman 3 is out January on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. So, see, I understand why they want to do these sort of things, but I feel like if you've like say that you've played like Hitman 1 and Hitman 2 on Steam, and now you've got Hitman 3 on Epic Games Store, are you going to be able to move those saves over to that?
Does it make a difference?
What's that?
Does it make a difference?
Well, they said that the progress from Hitman 2 is going to be brought forward into Hitman 3.
Unless you can like bring it over from Steam, because I'm pretty sure there's still ways to use the API from the Epic Games Store and vice versa, and I'm pretty sure they have that backwards kind of thing. Because remember we were talking about that with Rocket League? Right, which, yes, Deadly Star Lady, you are correct. It still is not free, so that's bullshit.
Yeah, but, okay, I guess as long as you're able to do that and not ostracize the people who spent all that time on Steam playing Hitman and Hitman 2, and, like, they're saying that, like, 3 you're going to be able to bring progress from the progress and locations from Hitman 2, then that's perfectly fine. I mean, I get the want to be able to do this because, you're able to self-publish and have a lot more, interactions with your game compared to what you could do on Steam. So, I mean, provided that you're able to do what you said and, bring that progress over from Steam in a not super complicated way, then, that'll be fine. Game Hunter, if the article did say that you are going to be able to get, in celebration, Hitman, the 2016 Hitman version will be able to download. I'm guessing they're saying maybe for free. I don't know. I would see from August 27th to September 3rd. So maybe they might be given. Oh no, that's going to be one of the free Epic Games Store games next week. So if you're interested in getting into the Hitman series, you get a free copy of the 2016 Hitman next week. Mm-hmm. So there you go. You got that going for you. So moving on. So there is reportedly, a Prince of Persia remake coming soon. Ubisoft is seemingly working on a remake of the original Prince of Persia. After Canadian, French, and American retailers have all leaked Ubisoft announcements, it is time now for the Guatemalan retailers to get in on the action. Max, a retailer in Guatemala, has posted 2 curious listings for Prince of Persia Remake for PS4 and Switch. The listing, which had made the remake pegged for a November release, have since been removed, but they were originally spotted by Ken0 on Twitter, who grabbed a couple of screenshots before they were gone. Although the logo resembles the well-remembered 2008 cel-shaded remake, this may actually be a remake of the classic 1989 platformer. Journalist Liam Robertson replied to the original Twitter saying there was a 2D remake of the original Prince of Persia floating around for a while and also tentative plans for other stuff. Assuming those are the same game, that modern gamers may soon rediscover the magic of the game that started it all. While he didn't add any more color to this himself, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier indicated in a separate tweet that Ubisoft had intended to surprise fans with the remake's reveal, something that's now been spoiled. Ubisoft has, of course, previously remade the original game as Prince of Persia Classic, which came to PS3 and Xbox 360 and mobile platforms in 2007, so this is technically, assuming it too was a remake of the original, won't be the publisher's first attempt. Ubisoft has another forward event lined up for September, which is likely where we're going to hear about the game officially. So this is going to be cool. I never had the opportunity to play the original Prince of Persia, because like back in
Sands of Time?
Like the original.
Like back in the day one. Oh god.
Oh, yeah. Like one of like the DOS Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I played that one. I didn't like it. It was as hard as the one for the NES,
right?
Etc.
So like this one, I think it was out on like all of the older PCs. I think there was like an Amstrad version. There was like a ZX Spectrum version of it. There was like a whole bunch of,
we went over the ZX Spectrum version that was just recently put out.
Yeah. So that's the version that they're talking about. So hopefully they can, if they're going to remake the original version, I mean, obviously it's going to be like a lot different than it used to be, so it might be a lot more tolerable than what the original version was. Mm-hmm. Because of all the things that I've ever seen of the original version, it was really hard. So hopefully this will, for those who've like played all the more modern games like Sands of Time and stuff like that, there was like a game that came out a couple years ago, wasn't there? I think, but you're going to have the opportunity to play the game, which started it all. The original Prince of Persia, which was a PC release back in 1989. So got that going for you. So moving on, Sega is going to be focusing aggressively on porting its games to PC.
Nice.
Thanks to strong Steam sales success during lockdown, Sega plans to put more resources into porting its back catalog into PC. The COVID-19 pandemic has a massive negative impact on Sega's arcade earnings, but PC sales were a lifeline during this difficult time. During Q1, Sega's entertainment contents division was the sole performer. March and April saw repeat sales of Sega's back catalog increase significantly, according to investor Q&A via GIBiz. Steam was key to that success. Sales of Persona 4 Golden were significantly higher than expected. The 2002 PlayStation Vita game was ported to Valve's platform in June of this year, allowing people who never owned Sony's handheld console to experience the unique JRPG. Going forward, we intend to aggressively promote the porting of previously launched titles to Steam and other new platforms, Sega said. Under such direction, we would like to take multi-platform rollout into account and prepare the PC version and others from the start. Over recent years, Sega has already increased its PC porting efforts. Games such as Bayonetta, Vanquish, and the Yakuza series have been making their way over to Steam, and it looks like there's much more from the Japanese publisher's back catalog coming in the near future. You would also hope this news means that future Sega games will release on PC on or around the same time as console launches. So this is kind of exciting, knowing that they're going to be, some of like the older, Sega games, or maybe even like the not older, but like say like Sonic Unleashed and stuff like that, or maybe even Sonic 06. Maybe we might get to have that, whatever that was, on PC, that sort of stuff.
They did release a lot of stuff on Steam, but I mean, a lot of it was like almost like just getting ROMs, almost.
Pretty much. But you have to also understand that there are some gamers who just, weren't around or weren't gaming at that point in time. So it gives them the opportunity to get back, like, on the history of some of the games that they like now. So, like, imagine, like, somebody picked up, like, what the hell's it called? Sonic something.
It's Sonic 06.
Sonic Mania. There we go. Sonic Mania. Like, you pick up Sonic Mania, like, man, this is a really cool game, and I want to play all the other Sonic games. But like, to be able to do that, you have to get all the old consoles and try to find all the old games and stuff like that. So like having the availability of just having the games of older time, be like, hey, at least I have these now, I can play them, and at least know where all that stuff came from. I would love to see like the entirety of like the Sonic franchise be on Steam. That would be great. Like the entirety of the Sonic, the Phantasy Star series could all show up on Steam. You got that going. So there's a lot of stuff that I would love to see. Imagine like games like Road Rash or stuff like that coming out. Coming out.
That would be nice. Oh, I loved Road Rash, dude. That was so much fun.
Right? So just imagine that. That would be awesome. Having all those having all those old games. You just, hey, here you go, guys. Here's some of our old games. All we have to do is port them over to PC. $7 a piece for these games. Who wants them? I know I do. I want all that good stuff. So, anyway, moving on. So, for those of you who are waiting for Baldur's Gate 3, early access is going to be for September.
Oh, 30.
What's that?
Oh, no, go on.
All right. Larian Studios announced today during a live stream a new early access date for Baldur's Gate 3 along with additional details in the game. Baldur's Gate 3 will go into early access on Steam and Stadia on September 30th. During the stream, the final part of the CGI introduction was shown and revealed players will begin their journey from Avernus, the first layer of the 9 Hells. Here's more on that. Avernus featured heavily in the recently released D&D adventure module Descent into Avernus, which saw the entire city of H.E.R.O dragged into hell. H.E.R.O. The city was saved, but the aftermath of that cataclysmic event cast a shadow over the events of Baldur's Gate 3. But players won't just see the aftermath. Captive aboard a Nautiloid, they take part in a daring rescue as the ship jumps between planes of existence, and is caught up in the fury of the eternal apocalyptic blood war that rages across the hellscape. Avernus will be featured throughout the game alongside many other locations to be announced later. Another highlight of the stream was the lobotomy scene, which as players attempt to take control of the Nautiloid, they find a corpse with its brain exposed with it, asking the players to set it free.
Jesus.
Here you can decide whether or not to extract the brain from the skull. If you do, you will find that it's not a brain, but an intellect devourer, which feeds on the intelligence of sentient beings. They have a pertinent for taking over a victim's body for their mind flayer masters. The stream also showcased the scope of early access, giving details on the size of Baldur's Gate 3's first act. You can expect 80 combat situations, tons of dialogue lines, 596 characters, and around 146 spells and actions. Classes and races will be announced closer to September 30th. Larian today confirmed that Baldur's Gate 3 early access includes 5 origin characters alongside characters created by players. The 5 launch characters are Asterion, which is an elf vampire rogue, Gale, a wizard, Lacel, a Githyanki warrior, Shadowheart, a half-elf cleric, and Weil, a human warlock. Along with this information, it was shown how multiple playthroughs can lead to different outcomes for players and companions as well as NPCs in the world itself, depending on the characters played and the choices made. Playing good or evil will give you different experiences with many twists and turns that other players may not experience depending on their choices. The game is expected to be in early access for quite a while. In the meantime, they have a large list of PC recommendations. So, like, recommended, they're looking at Windows 10, 64-bit, Intel i7 4770, or AMD Ryzen 5, 1500X, 16 gig of RAM, Nvidia GTX 1060, 6 gig, or AMD RX 580, DirectX 11, and 70 gig worth of storage.
Big game. That's huge.
Big game. But the recommended requirements may decrease over the course of early access as performance improves. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this. You know, I wasn't really like a super huge fan of like the original Baldur's Gate games because like, you know, I was more of the, you know, hack and slash sort of player, so like the need to, you know, stop and, you know, take care of the role playing elements and figuring out your characters. You know, back when the original Baldur's Gate games were out, I just didn't have like the gaming brain capacity to do that sort of stuff. But like I've been gaming for a long time since then, so things have changed and I'm kind of excited for this sort of stuff now. So, you know, I'm very much looking forward to all of this, especially since, you know, there's going to be like a playthrough where like if you play as a good guy you get a different ending, but a different ending if you play as an evil character. Like, ooh, this is going to be real fun. It's going to, you know, for a game that's going to be, you know, 70 gigs big, that means that the game's going to be relatively long, and like the entire experience of the game is going to change on whether you're a good or evil character, choices that you make, and like, you know, things that you talk about with NPCs and whatnot. There's going to be a lot of game to play, for damn sure. So,
yeah.
Anyway,
Even the recommended settings is not incredibly high. It's doable.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad
for a new game. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I have everything of the recommended, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna hit that up.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so moving on. So Nintendo Indie World presentation showed off plenty of games, and some are now out now. Nintendo announced plenty of games coming to the console during its Nintendo Indie World presentation. The Nintendo Indie World Showcase announced over 14 titles, and some were even released today, as of Tuesday. So they said Tuesday. So these games are obviously out already. Whatever. It wasn't talking about being available today. Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero from Unknown World Entertainment are both coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021. In Subnautica, players discover the depths of vast alien underwater world by collecting resources, crafting underwater structures, and outsmarting wildlife to encounter the mystery of the planet they crash landed on. Subnautica Below Zero will have divers trying to survive the icy biomes of planet 4546b. Raji, an ancient epic from Notting Head Games, releases today on Switch as a timed console exclusive. It's also coming to Steam. The game is an action-adventure game set in ancient India. It stars a young girl named Raji who has been chosen by the gods to stand against the demonic invasion of the human realm. As she tries to rescue her younger brother and face the demon lord Mahabalasura. I think I'm Mahabalasura? Looks right. Another title announced for the console is Hades, which is currently available on Steam, is a godlike, roguelike dungeon crawler from Supergiant Games. In the game, you play as the immortal prince of the underworld. You will use your powers and mythical weapons to escape the god of the dead. With each escape attempt, you grow stronger and unlock more of the story. It will feature cross-save support between Switch and Steam versions. Torchlight 3 is also coming to Switch. The game takes place a century after the events of Torchlight 2, when the Empire is in decline. Once again, the world is under threat, and it's up to you to save it from the Netherim and its allies. In this new iteration, the pet system has been expanded, allowing you to gather critters and even stable them in your very own buildable fort. Another title coming to Switch today is Evergate from Stone Lantern Games. In the game, you will guide the childlike soul Key on her journey through the afterlife. You will wield your skull flame to boost upwards, fly through skies, and overcome dangers. Along the way, you will encounter Key's memories and use them to decipher the connection with her kindred spirit. Inmost, the Lithuania-based indie studio Hidden Lair Games, is also coming to the console. In an atmospheric, narrative-driven puzzle platformer, and a young girl, knight, and a man in search of answers. In the game, you will be exploring a rather nightmarish landscape, battle enemies, and set traps to escape the evil that awaits. Other titles announced during Nintendo Indie World Showcase include A Short Hike, Takeshi and Hiroshi, Hypnospace Outlaw, Card Shark, Manifold Garden, Grindstone, Spiritfarer, Garden Story, and Bear Breakfast. The Indie World presentation also included big highlights of yet more indie games coming to Nintendo Switch, including The Red Lantern from Timberline Studios and Street Dreams Elsewhere from Studio Zavir, which are both coming soon. Other games shown during the presentation are available from today include Spiritfarer, A Short Hike, Takeshi and Hiroshi, Hypnospace Outlaw, and A Manifold Garden. So it's nice to see that like Nintendo is actually taking the initiative to be like super supportive of all these indies, developers who are, putting their games out on the Switch and whatnot, and, bringing them to, the forefront so that all of these developers who've gone through all this effort to make these awesome looking games, which I don't know if you've like seen any of the previews for Raji. Raji looks super cool, and I'm super interested in trying that. Like,
Subnautica's really good. Hades is really good. Torchlight 3 we're both looking forward to.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm playing Torchlight 2 right now with my brother, so it's like...
Oh, fine. I didn't want to play with you anyway. What's that?
It's a veteran playthrough with just the two of us. That's the idea. Is that he and I are taking on veteran alone. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, Raji looks super good. I'm like really looking forward to playing that. And, all the cool looking games. So like I'm super happy that Nintendo is like, hey guys, check out these indie developers and their awesome games, and come and at least take a look at them and see what I would have never known what Raji was outside of seeing this from the Nintendo Indie World presentation. So good on them for bringing that world to us,
to the forefront.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of Nintendo, an interesting thing that I saw here today, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was listed for the Switch on Amazon. A listing for The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword recently appeared on Amazon UK, implying that the iconic Zelda title will soon receive an official Nintendo Switch port. The listing was spotted by Wario64 on Twitter. Check out the tweet below, which includes a screenshot of the Amazon UK site. As you can see, the game is clearly listed as a Switch port in the title. While there's no release date attached to it right now, pre-orders are already open, indicating that it will be available to Switch players sooner rather than later. Nintendo has been teasing the Skyward Sword re-release for ages. Back in 2018, The Legend of Zelda Senior Director H.E.R.O. said, "We know what you guys are thinking, Skyward Sword for Switch, right?" As a result, it's the most surprising listing to pop, or it's not the most surprising listing to pop up. However, it's nice to finally see some confirmation that the project really is in the works. Skyward Sword Switch port is an inherently immense phenomenon in of itself, primarily due to the fact that many people, including fans of the Zelda series, couldn't comfortably play its original iteration on the Nintendo Wii because of its reliance on motion controls. Fanbyte recently published a piece in the listing saying, "Just fuck those Wii motion controls." A lot of people share that sentiment. It's worth noting that Zelda is currently experiencing a new golden age, with heavy hitters like Breath of the Wild, its planned sequel, The Link's Awakening remake, and Cadence of Hyrule. The illustrious series has somehow become even more astronomically ubiquitous than it was before. As a result, it's a perfect time to re-release one of its most iconic titles for contemporary consoles. Again, there's no official release date for Skyward Sword Switch port, and the current placeholder date is set to 2030, which obviously isn't accurate. Also, Nintendo has not published news of the port of any of its own official channels, meaning that the Amazon UK listings is all we have to go off of. That being said, it was already heavily rumored and sorely wanted, so it's not unreasonable to assume said listing is legitimate. So, how the hell are we going to play Skyward Sword on the Switch?
They'll find other ways of doing it.
You want me to swing this goddamn thing around? Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's not going to cut it. Unless this is actually what's going to cut it. Because then, like, that'd be weird. Because, like, also, I played very little of Skyward Sword because of the controls.
I've heard that a lot of people said that once the Wii U came out and fixed the motion controls, that Skyward Sword was very playable.
Yeah, the problem with it is that, the problem with that is I never owned a Wii U, so I never had that opportunity. We went from Wii directly to Switch, so, I'm relatively certain I just demoed their plan too, because, like, I don't see any other way other than going, oh, well, yeah, yep, this is how we're doing it, and now we got this one over here, this is what's going to support it, and you're doing this with that, and yeah, I mean, what other way could you possibly think that they would be able to release this on the Switch? Swing the Switch around. Yeah, no. I don't think so.
Why not?
Yeah, that. Like,
Perfect.
Oh shit, I just threw my Switch across the room. Did I get him? Oh, I broke the Switch. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's probably what they're going to end up doing, is just using the Joy-Cons as the thing. But, like, I would really love for them to have enough, like, ear to the fans to be like, okay, we understand that the motion controls in this weren't exactly great, so here, we're going to give you the option to play this in the same control setting as, like, Ocarina of Time, or even Breath of the Wild. I mean, I understand that there's a lot of things that happen in Breath of the Wild that don't happen in Skyward Sword. But you know what I'm saying. You know, being able to use, you know, a Pro controller to be able to play Skyward Sword. I hope that they have that sort of insight to go, yes, we understand that people really didn't like the control scheme of Skyward Sword. It's the main and overwhelming complaint of Skyward Sword. So, let's just say, hey, we're going to keep the originality of it by saying, here's the Joy-Con, swing this thing around, and that's what's going to do it. But you also have the option of Pro controls. I hope that's what they do. Because I would love to play Skyward Sword. Because I barely played any of it at all. And I love the Zelda series. So, you know, I played, like, I want to say probably 75% of, like, the Zelda series. You know, I've missed the obscure titles, like the CDI titles and all that stuff. But, like, all the Game Boy games, all the Game Boy Advance games, all the 3DS games, I've played every single one of them. You know, I missed that on Skyward Sword. You know, but, you know, hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys that that's their plan relatively soon. Because if they have, like, a listing like this, they could probably be like, alright, well, you know, I guess we just tell people. I would assume that whenever the next Nintendo Direct is, will be when we hear of it. Which is who knows when, because Nintendo Directs are like, oh, by the way, hey, we're having a Nintendo Direct next week. Oh, well, cool, if I can tell them now. So, anyway. So, moving on. So, the Steam Game Festival for Autumn Edition is going to be running October 7th through 13th. A fall edition of the Steam Game Festival will be held in October. The Steam Game Festival Autumn Edition is set to kick off October 7th and run through October 13th. The news of the festival was announced by Jeff Keighley on Twitter and confirmed by Valve. Valve has also announced it's making the Steam Game Festival a recurring event, with 2 more planned for the first half of 2021. Following the Autumn Edition, the festival will run in February 2021 and June 2021. Like the previous Steam Game Festivals, expect plenty of free demos. During the Summer Edition, folks were also able to watch games being played, listen to developer talk streams, and there were live Q&As. During these festivals, game demos can be found on one Steam hub, and each listing will take you to the respective store page. Once there, you can learn more about the titles and download the demos. The first Steam Game Festival was held back in 2019 and took place alongside the Game Awards. A spring edition took place in March and featured over 40 demos. The third Steam Game Festival, the summer edition, was held back in June. So I'm glad that they're going to continue to do this because, you know, again, this is like a super cool way for, like, these, you know, possibly, you know, smaller developers to be able to get their name out there, to be able to have their games in a spotlight. And, you know, for Steam, it's great for them because it's like, hey, it brings all this traffic. You know, it brings traffic for like an entire week. So, you know, you have all these people who are going to come over to Steam, check out the whatever demos are going on this week, be able to, go out to all these developer talks and Q&As and streams and all that good stuff. And, it's good for, it's good for Steam, it's good for the developers, it's good for the players who might, miss out on some of these games. Like I said, when the Nintendo did their indie developer, I would have never known that Raji was a game, and now I'm super interested in playing this. So these sort of events are what all these developer games, and good on Steam to saying that they want to continue to do these to be able to bring these developers to the forefront. So moving on, we have Xbox Series X is confirmed for a November launch.
Seems too quick to me.
Yeah. Microsoft has confirmed Xbox Series X will launch in November, but there still isn't a date. This is the second time Microsoft has revealed a November launch date for the console, as the company's CFO, Amy Hood, confirmed Xbox Series X was still on track to launch during the month. While this isn't new information, additional information is always nice. In a blog post today, Microsoft said that there were more than 50 new games planned for this year across generations and optimized for the console. Owners of the console can expect new games from Xbox Series X launching with Xbox Game Pass, such as Medium, Scorn, Tetris Effect Connected, and other exclusives. You can also expect around 40 currently available titles optimized for the console, such as Destiny 2, Forza 4, Gears 5, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and others. It also wanted to remind folks that there will be plenty of games available for the console through Xbox Game Pass, and thousands of games across 4 generations of content. Now, we just need a launch date. So you kind of took the words out of my mouth before I had the opportunity to say them. This seems so soon. Very soon, yeah. And unless they've been working on it for quite a while and pretty much have it down to where they want it to be for release date, then fine. But usually when we start to find out oh, there's a new Xbox or a new PlayStation, it's 2 years later. And now it just seemed oh hey, a new Xbox Series X. Okay, come on in next couple months, bye. It's so fast. Why? And I mean, it's going to. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of expected to have all the same problems that all the other Xboxes, the original releases, have. So I'm going to, as much as I am interested in Xbox Series X because it has all that backwards compatibility and all that good stuff, I very much want to wait on it and wait for a second gen, or to see what all the reviews are before I decide to dedicate myself to it. Because what he means is Red Ring of Death. I was trying not to throw that out there, but yes, that. I bought my Xbox 360 super late into it and never had any problems with it. So, that's kind of the same experience that I want to have with Xbox Series X. Because, again, I am interested in getting one. I just, want to make sure that when I dedicate that kind of money to it, that I have a console that's going to work. Yeah. So that. But 40 next gen games that are going to be coming out for it. So all right, cool. They said that they're going to expect games for Xbox Series X launching with the Xbox Game Pass. Medium, Scorn, Tetris Effect Connected. Other exclusives. So 50 new games planned for this year alone. Yeah. How? I mean, we're talking about 40 available titles, so maybe that's what they mean, those titles plus some others, but all right, Yeah. Anyway, so moving on to our final article from VG247. Doom Eternal, the Ancient Gods DLC is going to be. It says released at Gamescom. This is a little no. Rewind that. Yeah, Gamescom hasn't happened yet, so never mind. So Doom Eternal, the Ancient Gods DLC, to be revealed at Gamescom. Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods is the first DLC for id Software's critically acclaimed shooter, and will be revealed during Gamescom Opening Night Live on August 27th. The news comes from Jeff Keighley, who recently tweeted about Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods. It's worth noting that The Ancient Gods is subtitled as Part 1, meaning that it won't be the only campaign expansion for Doom Eternal, nor will it be a standalone add-on in terms of narrative continuity. Don't miss the world premiere of Ancient Gods Part 1, the new campaign expansion of Doom Eternal during Gamescom Opening Night Live, streaming live on August 27th, wrote Keighley. As it stands, we don't know very much about Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods, but we don't have to wait particularly long until more information is revealed. Given its nature as Part 1 of a longer narrative, it's reasonable to assume that this will be the first of several consecutive story expansions designed to build on the story introduced in the base game. In other news, Bethesda recently announced that Doom Eternal and The Elder Scrolls Online will be getting free next-gen upgrades for PS5 and Xbox Series X, meaning that if you already own either of these games for current gen, you'll automatically receive your upgraded copy free of charge. Apparently, Bethesda is going to announce a similar scheme for several of its other games in the near future. Maybe they'll be announced at QuakeCon, which starts August 7th and will run until August 9th, which that's already gone. If you've yet to play Doom Eternal and are thinking about picking up ahead of the Ancient Gods, be sure to check out the 3D247 review. Why are we doing this? Okay. Do I want this DLC? Of course I do. I love Doom. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love Doom. I love it. It's like in the top 3 of my all-time gaming series. Some other game series might be number 1, but you know. Why are we doing this episodic? I would rather just wait and download the whole damn thing at once. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You want to get that stuff out there so people can sink their teeth into it and, you know, play it and all that good stuff. But, like, come on. Stop with this episodic stuff. Or episodic, I should say. I'm already suffering from this from Final Fantasy VII. And now, like, I'm sitting here dying to get to, you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. And who knows how far through the game that's going to get. So we'll have to wait for Part 3 after that. You know, after that finally comes out. So, like, why does this seem to be the new norm? This seems to be, like, something that a lot of companies are doing now. Where it's like, oh, here's Part 1, Part 2, you know, all that good stuff. Like, why? I don't know. If I had an explanation for you, I wouldn't be asking why. Okay. Hey, I'll make out with what I want to make out with, alright? If it's my copy of Doom Eternal, I'll do what I want, man. Anyway, so moving on to our articles from Destructive.com. Oh boy, so if you guys were thinking about getting some of the new Nvidia graphics cards, and that they're coming sooner than later, you better start saving. We're less than 2 weeks away from Nvidia's unveiling event for its next generation video cards in the RTX 3090. Rumors are starting to fly. Chip Hell forum user WJM47196, who has track record of accurate leaked some information in the last 24 hours that makes my wallet weep. The message was a simple one. Starting at $13.99, the Founders Edition version is $100 more expensive, 24 gig GD6X confirmed. Starting at $13.99, the hypothetical price point would put the RTX 3090 at $400 more than what the 2080 Ti, the last release of its kind for Nvidia launched at. Pile another $100 on top of that for the Founders Edition, and you're looking at a mighty strike to your bank account. Another less credible rumor, seemingly coming from an internal memo, puts the price at even higher According to TechSpot, the memo lists the price of the 3090 card at 14,000 Chinese yuan. Roughly converted, that comes out to $2,000. Now these are all rumors, so the truth might lie somewhere in between the lines, but the outlook is clear. This is going to be a pricey upgrade for PC gamers. It also doesn't help that many people are still reeling from the COVID-19 related work shortages and regret a recession. It's going to be interesting to see how well the cards will sell compared to previous launches. And good news is that we won't have to wait long to find out the official details, as the Nvidia and H.E.R.O press event will be held in less than 2 weeks on September 1st. Holy crap! So yes. Here's the thing. Why?
Thank you. Why do you need this new card to begin with, Scott? Honestly, seriously, answer that question for me. You have a 2080. Just say, okay, I got a 2080 right now. Ooh, what would it do? All right, 3090 drops. Now, what's your gain right now? Like, are you like in your game saying like, man, this 2080 seems to be shitty all of a sudden. I could really use something that seems somehow faster, but I might not really see or notice.
Exactly what Dick said. Honestly, for the Bitcoin miners, I cannot. I mean, we're talking about we just talked about Elder Scrolls 3,
that makes
which
sense.
Is going to obviously, or Baldur's Gate 3. I'm sorry, I think I said Elder Scrolls, but we just talked about Baldur's Gate 3 coming out, and obviously this is like the newest Baldur's Gate game. It's going to be huge. It's going to be graphically intensive. It's going to be a 60 gig game, and it requires a 1070. So like, outside of those people who are literally doing the Bitcoin farming, what the hell do you need these things for?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, why?
As a gamer, like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Also, I can't. I mean, maybe I'm just not a guy who like ever have had like stupid amounts of money in my life. You know, I'm fine. You know, financially, I'm perfectly fine and whatnot. But like, when I bought the TI-8 or the 1080 Ti for my computer that I have right now, that was like a $600 card or $500, whatever it was, and I felt shitty spending that.
Yep.
Could you imagine what it would be to spend $2,000 for a graphics card?
No, because I'd rather just buy a new computer.
That, like a whole brand new computer. And use, the other $1,200 that you spend on whatever the hell else you want. I mean, my rig right now probably has like a $1,200 range, right? Like after like all the upgrades that I've done to it recently, it's probably at about the $1,200 range. But that's just with like $500 of that is the Ti or the 1080 Ti. That's $500 of it, So. I don't know, man. $2,000 gets you like a whole brand new PC that runs super good, and you can have like
dude. I built my computer. It cost me a little over $3,000, which at the time that was huge. That was 9 years ago.
Yep.
And I can still play pretty much any game I want. I have no issues. The only thing I've had to upgrade, video card, because my first one burned out.
Yep. I mean, that's like, what other do you need? Like, you have like, let's say you have the RTX 3090 in your system. What's the point? What are you going to do with that other than just to say you fucking have it?
That's what I'm saying. There's no point.
It's literally EP points. And like that, there's nothing else outside of like the people who are going to be running like 60 of these things to Bitcoin mine. It's nothing more than just a way to stroke your internet ego. And the thing is...
Now, I mean, I don't know. There are some simulation games, like high-end simulation games that people play that they might want it for. But other than that, like, you could still probably get other video cards that would still do just as well.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't see the need for this. I mean, and the thing is that they, the 2080 Ti isn't really that old.
Nope.
I mean, when did it came out September 27th of 2018. So the 2080 isn't even 2 years old yet. I mean, think about that. And the 2080 Super came out in July of last year. So the 2080 Super and the 2080 Ti, they're not even, yeah, they're not even that old. So it's like, it's really not necessary, especially if you like invest in the 2080 Super, which is less than a year old. So it's like completely unnecessary. So I don't know. EP strokers, hope you got $2,000 sitting around because you're gonna need it. Okay, so I can't wait to talk about this.
I said this in the stream earlier when I was looking through different articles that I was going to cover. I was like, Scott, you better fucking get this one. You better fucking get this.
I cannot wait to talk about this, guys. Oculus is going to require you to have a connected Facebook account just to use the headsets. Oh, strap the fuck in, boys and girls. Strap in. The day many virtual reality enthusiasts feared is nearly upon us. Sooner or later, every Oculus headset is going to require a linked Facebook account in order for it to function. Oculus messaged this policy change today, and it has a few different angles. For anyone who hasn't bought an Oculus VR headset, Facebook will mandate that new users sign up with a Facebook account starting in October 2020. That's the most immediate restrictive of the new terms and conditions. Anyone who already has an Oculus account will be able to use that through the end of 2022. Facebook won't require you to merge your Oculus account with Facebook's until January 1st, 2023. At that point, Oculus says that your device won't be fully functional without merging, although it wasn't clarified as to how short-changed those accounts will be. It's likely that some social features won't be available, but it could extend to the use of the Oculus storefront and possible incompatibility with purchases that have already been made. However, that timeline is sped up for upcoming headsets. Oculus says all future unreleased Oculus devices will require a Facebook account, even if you already have an Oculus account. There's a heavily rumored updated version of the Oculus Quest that's expected to be announced this fall. The new Quest will likely be the first headset that absolutely requires you to have a Facebook account connected to it. Facebook doesn't even try hiding the fact that it's using this merging as a way of harvesting data. In the FAQ section of the announcement post, it stated that we will use information related to the use of Oculus and Facebook for purposes such as showing your personalized content, including ads across Facebook products. This could include recommendations for Oculus events you might like, ads about Facebook apps and technologies, or ads from developers for their VR apps. Your virtual reality headset. It says you. I'm sorry. Will be connected to a social media account so that you can be more effectively marketed to. For everyone on existing hardware, the consultation here is that you have a bit of time before the change is forced upon you. It's also worth noting that you can sign up for an Oculus account without actually owning an Oculus VR headset. Anyone who might get a Rift or Quest in the near future and doesn't care for the fourth Facebook tie-in may want to preemptively sign up now. It'll help you circumvent the inevitable for a few years.
Okay, so to me, this sounds like Oculus is all like, oh shit, no one wants to do our stuff for us. Mark Zuckerberg, finger our arses for us. Okay, no problem, guys. one condition. If you guys fail, I'm going to buy you out. Oculus, alright, sir, no problem. Hands down the pants. Let's go. No, man, listen. Oculus, get the fuck away from Facebook. That's going to be just a fuck. What is this goddamn song that's on? Fuck you. Yeah, see that? I don't understand what the point of doing that is. So you can be marketed to. To me, so basically, hey, we need more money because we needs it really bad. That's what you're basically saying to me.
I mean, this just... First of all, how fucking dare you do that to these people who have bought these things? How dare you, first of all, to like say, oh, not only do you have to have an Oculus account, you have to have a fucking Facebook account? Are you fucking serious? I know some people who don't have Facebook accounts because they don't care for social media. And they don't care for like all, or not social media, but like basically like any sort of social thing on the internet at all. They prefer, like, if they want to talk to somebody, they'll talk to them personally or through text or something like that. I know people who don't have them. It's just that plain and simple. So are you telling these people they are forced into this shit?
Nope.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Because guess what, Scott? We're in the day and age where we don't put up with shit anymore. And of course, I'm sorry, Oculus, if you guys haven't thought about that. Oh, we'll find ways where... No. There's always going to be somebody else out there who's going to be able to say, how can we break this so that Oculus has no hold on us and we can use it without Facebook? And someone will figure it out, and people will do that, and you'll start, well, it's not working for us. And then people will be like, well, too bad, man. You guys didn't want to fucking let us do it properly the way we wanted to do it. You know, we're just going to go circumvent that. People are just going to break it. It's plain and simple.
And just, I don't... And the fact that Facebook is not even trying to, like, put up a front or anything, that they literally said that we're taking your information so that we can market to you better. Are you fucking serious? Are you kidding?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like...
But the fucking reason for this is that in the middle of my fucking gaming, you're gonna have fucking stupid Facebook ads on the side of my fucking game? Like... Are you serious right now?
Hey, Scott, you know, you can get your posts to reach more people if you want to pay X amount of dollars.
And the fact that they're telling people that if they don't link these Facebook accounts, they're going to lose access to the things that they've already bought? Are you actually serious? You are telling these people that if you don't suck Mark Zuckerberg's dick, that you lose access to the things that you've already paid for?
Man, Mark Zuckerberg's dick must be like a raisin by now. Like, you know how you get in the water for so long and then like your skin gets all raisiny? Like, with the constant amount of like mouths that his penis is inside of all the time, like his dick must be like one big long raisin or something. Like, Jesus Christ, like swollen, like almost pinkish red.
How do you actually have the fucking balls, the actual testicular fortitude to tell these people if you don't use Facebook, you're losing your shit? How do you, like, you actually had to tell people this? Like, how do you do that? How do you tell people use social media or you lose your stuff?
Hey, remember how you helped us kickstart our Oculus Rift to begin with on Kickstarter? Well, thanks for your money. Bye.
Like, just... There's so much that's wrong about this, and it's just, like, the thing is, it's that, like, it's so unbelievably wrong, but they're not even trying to hide it. They're clearly in the wrong and just don't care. That's what's like, if there was ever an opportunity or there was ever a chance that I was ever going to get an Oculus Rift, that's fucking gone.
Bite the pillow, I'm going in dry.
Like, I don't give a shit that I already have a Facebook account. That's completely besides the point.
Yep.
That is 100% besides the point. It has nothing to do whether or not a person has a Facebook account already. It has everything to do with the fact that you are forcing me to use that to link to this thing that all I want to do is play video games.
Ooh!
Thank you very much.
Digi, I got $1 million idea for you. And you can start right away. Find a way to do ad blocker on the Oculus Rift. Swear to fuck, you put that up somewhere where you, like, people pay like $1, $2 for that app. Oh man, you're in a cleaner.
Yeah,
no
right,
problem.
But it's so unbelievably just so self-absorbed, and there's no fucking way that this is gonna fly. And once people start finding out about this, and I hope that for you folks who know folks who are thinking about it, or just are people that you actually give an iota of a fuck about, that you be like, hey, by the way, don't pick up Oculus Rift because this is happening. Because, you know, they want to basically give away your information to Facebook for reasons of, oh, yeah, well, we're taking your information just so that we can give you better experiences. Not like Mark Zuckerberg's ever been in court for doing things with information before.
You alright? Do you have Mark Zuckerberg's penis in your... No.
Moving the fuck on. So, Metroid Prime 4 is looking for a new lead producer.
Oh shit!
Yay. It's not often that we get any sort of update about Metroid Prime 4. Ever since its reveal at E3 2017, which is literally just the logo, neither Nintendo nor developer Retro Studios has said much of anything about it. That's why it's noteworthy when we get even the smallest insights to its progress. This news might not seem great, but it's not a five-alarm fire that it looks like at first glance. Retro Studio is trying to hire a new lead producer for Metroid Prime 4. The vacancy doesn't mean Metroid Prime 4 is just getting underway, or that it's been producer-less all this time. It's much more likely that a producer left and is now there's a role to fill. Yeah. Or it's possible that Retro is ramping up its efforts and adding producers to the project, possibly to finish Metroid Prime 4 quicker. Big budget video games don't just have a single producer as the I don't even know what that word is. Wow. M-I-N-U-T-I-A-E. What is that word?
Minutia, yeah.
Little details.
It's produced little details of project min. I've never seen that word before.
Have you heard of it though?
No.
Oh, yeah.
This is honestly the first time I've ever seen this word. I just asked the walking dictionary behind me here.
Learning with Scott. Down, down, down.
The more you know. Anyway, Minutia. Huh. Big budget video games don't often just have a single producer, as the minutia of project management requires more guidance than one person can lead. It's also worth noting that the series producer Kensuke Tanabe is still attached to the project. He's a producer at Nintendo and is still said to be overseeing Metroid Prime 4. Anyway, this is really good news or bad news per se. It's just news. It doesn't help us infer much as to how development on Metroid Prime 4 is coming along. We just know that it still exists and it's still ready when it's ready.
Exactly. So that's what people should be happy about. That hey, look at that. That company's still looking for a producer for that game. We still have that game coming. We're good. We don't have to bitch about it. We're getting it. Just don't bitch about it, or they're gonna like, oh, let's delay it some more to piss people off. Don't give it up.
Fine, delay it some more if you have to. Just don't give me a shitty game. Again, we've said this week after week after week after week. We don't care if a game gets delayed, because if it gets delayed, it gets better. Unless you're Duke Nukem Forever. We don't let friends talk about Duke Nukem Forever. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, just for all you Metroid fans out there, me, it's not a reason to like get all upset or anything like that. It's just like the please don't do the Sierra business model thing like that. But don't freak out. We're still getting Metroid Prime 4.
Be happy.
We're fine.
Be happy you're getting a new Metroid that you want.
Not at all. We're getting a new Metroid, period. Now all we got to do is push Nintendo towards getting against a new F-Zero game. So moving along. New stuff for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Game Freak is giving away a free Porygon 2 this weekend for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Following that free Among Us distribution by the way of Korean Trainers Cup event, Game Freak and the Pokemon Company are holding another freebie giveaway this weekend. Announced on the official Pokemon website, you'll be able to grab a free Porygon 2 for Pokemon Sword and Shield if you watch the broadcast this weekend. These times are actually August 22nd and August 23rd at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and at some point a code will flash on the screen that can be entered as a mystery gift to claim the character. Of course, that code will be available on all of the useful places the minute after it airs. As a note, Porygon 2 is already available in the DLC. You could just take it from the dojo and evolve it, but this one's a bit different. The Pokemon Company is calling it a battle-ready creature with trick room strategies, just as you might have seen in the Pokemon Players Cup battles. If you don't watch the event live, don't sweat, as the code distribution is going to be more forgiving than the Korean promo. This time you have until August 31st to claim your Porygon 2. So, you got it's August 22nd, 23rd, which is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
22nd and 23rd is Saturday, Sunday. Today's the 20th.
21 doesn't exist.
Saturday, Sunday. So, 11 a.m. or the 22nd and 23rd at 11 a.m. will be when all of the official Pokemon stuff starts, and you can get your free Porygon 2. If you don't have the DLC, there you go. You got Porygon 2. So, last thing for SDK this week, Amazon UK has listed Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered for Xbox One and Switch.
Ooh.
Amazon UK has a new bare bones listing for a remastered version of one of the most beloved entries for the Need for Speed series, Hot Pursuit. Amazon claims the remaster is headed to the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch platforms with a supposed release date of November 13th. Released in 2010 for PS3, PC, and Xbox 360, and the Nintendo Wii, and developer Burnout Criterion Games, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit stripped back the simulation and customization aspect of EA's long-running racing series to instead present a bombastic arcade-style record, much akin to Taito's classic 1988 coin-op Chase HQ. While some players take up the role of the getaway drivers, others are placed in high-performance police vehicles, tasked with catching up to these chasees and ramming them off the road. Assistance was provided by spike strips, roadblocks, and EMP attacks, which can be used to help slow down the target vehicles. All of the carnage was stylized with an arcade-style handling and a movie-style aesthetic that featured cinematic lighting, special effects, and stunts, all backed by dramatic sub-Hans Zimmer score. Highly praised and released for its exciting action, easy accessibility, and appeal to non-racing game fans, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit is today considered one of the best entries in the NFS series. EA made murmurs earlier this year about remastering the classic release, but this Amazon listing is the best evidence that the cops and robbers chase is set to return. We will of course keep you informed if there's any official word pertaining to its release.
I would like to see Need for Speed Underground 2 personally, but
God, please. If there is any racing game that I have played more than Need for Speed Underground 2, it's probably F-Zero, or F-Zero GX, I should say specifically. But a very close second was Need for Speed Underground 2. Like, oh my god, I played the fuck out of that game.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I played the original Need for Speed Hot Pursuit back when it was like on PS2 or PS1 or whatever the Hot Pursuit was on. So like, Those games were pretty good then too. And then like the re-release of it, I have not gotten a chance to play. So I'm very much looking forward to this, and hopefully this sells really well, because that will give them more incentive to go back and remaster some of the other games.
Yeah. I'm with you, Scott.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Just Super Saiyan Blue.
I'm just hoping that, if it sells good, they might go back and do some of the other ones. I would like that a lot. I'd like to dedicate another 300 hours to Need for Speed Underground 2, because it was a really good game. It was super fun. But alright, that'll do it for SDK's portion of the news this week, and we got through without any more hitches, Stefan. I stayed in contact with you the entire time.
I know, what a guy.
Everything's going great, man. We got this down. We figured it all out.
Yeah.
But as always, this portion of the podcast, I will pass the torch over to my co-host, the one, the only, the unreplaceable, the indistinguishable, other words that are not correct, because indistinguishable is not the word I wanted to use, but I went through with it anyway. Apparently, I don't know who this man is.
You don't know me? You don't know who I am?
Well, I use the word indistinguishable, so, I don't know who this man is. He put on glasses. I thought he was Clark Kent all this time, but now he's Superman.
What the fuck?
Or the other way. It's definitely all working.
It's me! Okay, so, Scott, this week, you know what we have?
Do we have it?
Oh! Well, we do!
Do we have it?
Yeah, and I'm excited about it, too.
It's here?
It's Excite.
Oh, my God.
Get ready to waste your money.
I have waited.
Oh.
Well, but I have been waiting.
To rub your tits.
It's been weeks. This is what this does to me, Stefan. It makes me want to just...
Makes me want to rub.
Because I think about it, and I'm like, oh, this is my favorite portion of the podcast. Yes. It's wonderful. It should be everybody. It should be yours. It should be your favorite portion of the podcast. It's mine. It should be everyone's. All heads above the desk. Because it is time for the best of Steam.
Indeed. Let's take away that dammer. Oh! Alright, so welcome to the best of Steam. We are starting out with a game called Beholder's Lair. Beholder's Lair is a difficult 2D platformer that revolves around skillfully avoiding different kinds of enemies. Learn the movement patterns of your enemies, outsmart them, and escape the demon's lair. This is coming out later this month in about 8 days on the 28th of August. It is a precision platformer action permadeath indie. What's going on my wish list? I don't even care. You can't stop me. Can't stop me, Scott. Alright, let's watch it. Music, shut up. Just get calm. Alright. So yeah, we are going to start up that trailer. Let's have a look. Oh, well, look at you. Oops. Okay, so far let's see what you're trying to throw down there. Wait, is it always the same? What? Oh God! Okay, no, that thing can follow you. Okay, that's a little trippy. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of terrifying, honestly.
Alright. Run, boy.
Alright. Oh!
Oh, jeez, it's fast.
Oh God! And oh God! Okay, so it's like the enemy evolves more than anything else.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That's a different way of presenting a game. When you think about it, I hope that the levels are a little bit more fleshed out than it looks, because it looks like you're just repeating the same levels and looking for a key, and jumping through the same obstacles. So, but I mean, some of the screenshots here show like this crystal room here. I mean, that looks very unique.
Yeah,
Who knows?
pretty cool.
Looks pretty awesome. I like it. Next up we have, I'm pretty sure we talked about this once before, but it's coming out tomorrow. It's called Citadale, The Awakened Spirit. A hero just can't enjoy some peace now, can he? The sexy seductress succubus is out for revenge, and Aryan Dorliac, my god, just when he wants to get married and get some sexy times on. Whoa, what is this game? Because, of course, she has to attack on his wedding day. Oh, poor guy. Alright, action-adventure 2D side-scroller. Again, coming out tomorrow. Let's watch the trailer. Bitch. Don't laugh at me. The run animation seems slow. Okay, and that's looks almost a little better. It's very Castlevania-like.
Yes. It definitely has like that Castlevania run speed to it, so that's like it's just really what it's like feeling around. So. I like the portraits, very cool.
Whoa. This doesn't look too bad so far either.
Yeah.
When the blood moon rises, she will have her revenge. Oh.
Acid corn.
What was that?
Was that the... Oh, that was... I thought that might have been like the... I kind of thought that was like a sound effect you just made. So that
no, it wasn't, but...
I was pulling the game home. I have to go back. Hold on, I have to listen to that again.
I thought it was you. We fucking you jerk. See, it wasn't me. I did not groan into the mic.
Yes, that was the case.
Yeah.
Even like the comments were like, like what the hell are those? Never mind. Stopped asking questions now. But did look pretty cool. So
yeah, again, that's coming. It actually unlocks in 21 hours, less than 1 day.
Neat.
So
seems pretty cool.
Up next, we have I'm Russia.
No, you're Stefan.
Yeah, shoot 'em up platformer inspired by Russia, the beginning of the 90s, and old retro games. Action 2D platformer, bullet hell platformer.
Okay.
This is coming out on the 27th in 1 week. Let's watch the trailer, Scott.
Dancing.
Yeah. Very cool, very modern dancing. As you know, you would wear your blue blazer with, you know, the windbreaker kind of style with, you know, the little bits of white and the little bits of red, you know, for Mother Russia.
Going to blow people away, then have a hand-rolled cigarette.
4 or 5 sausages, bar of chocolate. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the mentality of Mother Russia Bleeds, actually. It doesn't look terrible, though. Like, it's fun to have a I guess, shooter platformer. That's not like, you know, It doesn't look like it's just straightforward like in Contra where it's like go, 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 go.
I mean, I guess I don't know what's going on. So
What do you mean you don't know what's going on? He's running and shooting stuff. I know there's probably some kind of premise behind it. I would hope.
that's what I'm on about. I'm like, okay, like, okay, I get it. Like, we got all the gameplay, but they're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
You know, you're going around with strippers in the background and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I guess so.
Going to my wish list.
I mean, it did look good. Don't get me wrong. I was confused as to why this was all happening.
Yeah, I know, and again, I would hope that there's some type of story behind it as well.
Right. But it did look good, so.
Yeah, oh, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Our next game, Blender Bros. This looks very Super Nintendo / Sega Genesis. Like, this is very 16-bit styled. Blender Bros is a cheerful interplanetary platform adventure with an emphasis on exploration and collecting cute little creatures called Mini Bros. Comes out in 4 days, August 24th. This is a precision platformer action 2D platformer 2D. Like that, some of those are done. 2D platformer 2D, precision platformer 2D platformer. Like, is it just?
By the way, it's going to be 2D.
Just put that as 2D. Just put that as a platformer. Ta-da. Done. All right, we're gonna watch the trailer. Oh yeah, and it moves like a. It actually reminds me more of Super Nintendo than Sega Genesis.
Right.
But it moves good.
Mm-hmm. If you want me to be really super technical about this, it doesn't feel like Super Nintendo to me. It kind of feels like Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
Anybody else see that?
No.
Like, it kind of.
Nobody else does, Scott. Fuck you. I'm just fucking with you.
I'll see if anybody else agrees with me. Yeah, I mean,
Of course, Game Hunter's gonna agree with you. He's gonna finger your arse. Fucking Game Hunter, arse fingerer.
But no, I mean it actually does. Like, for me, it feels very Game Boy Advancey, which is not a bad thing because there were a lot of really awesome games on.
Oh
Game
God,
Boy
yes. Of course there was.
So yeah, this actually looks really super cool. I'm definitely wishlisting that for sure.
Oh, that's on the wish list already.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, some of these just haven't released yet. God damn you. Next up, this is kind of a different one. Venkazoid Blast. This is very retro, old school arcade looking. You are Vakuma. They are the Venkazoids. Fight for your life in this quick and brutal arcade style shooter. Can you escape your cage? Action shoot 'em up arcade pixel graphics. Look at all the things on your screen. Get ready to poop yourself. Let's watch trailers, Scott. Oh God. Oh, okay. Okay. No, I'd be terrible. Sky, you can play this. No, see.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That was what the the fuck was those dancing dudes? That was creepy.
What the fuck?
Okay, and I just had a seizure.
This is pretty cool. I like this.
Oh, I do too. It looks very hard, and I would love to swear at it. Tell me that there would be anything otherwise happening.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Venkazoid Blast.
Like, I think I'm getting like yeah, I got to like 3 levels, and then the next level was like, fuck you.
We like playing games like that sometimes. I don't know why. Why do we punish ourselves like that? We're into it, I guess. Anyways, we have 2 more games left. Our next one is called Spiritfarer. Spiritfarer is a cozy management game about dying. As ferrymaster to the deceased, build a boat to explore the world, care for your spirit friends, and guide them across mystical seas to finally release them into the afterlife.
Oh, this was This was one of the games that I talked about with the Nintendo indie thing. This is one of the games that they showcased.
Yeah, I had to go over this because it looks really good. What will you leave behind? Management building, adventure, indie, co-op. Oh god, there's 3 trailers. We're gonna watch the first one. It looks beautiful. Wow. Okay, your boat is a community apparently. It's all like, this is a perfect game for Stefan because he likes to build things like that. Oh, okay, might as well watch all the trailers at this point after that.
Yeah, right.
Ooh. Oh, that is some good, like, well-drawn art style there. I like it. What? Please tell me that there's not actual fishing in this game, please? Why, man? Now I'm gonna want to buy it just for that purpose alone. I don't even know what my addiction is, why I have an addiction for fishing games, to be honest with you. I don't know why. Yeah, I want to play this. Oh, Mushroom Friend! Oh, that was some slick shearing there that he just did.
Cool.
Hey, 6. Go catch some fish. Oh, yeah, I want to play this.
Oh, this looks awesome.
Yeah. Oh, God, this is already out, too.
Oh, my God, that's... cool. Welcome to the Blood Sea. Bye. The hell's that ocean? Jesus Christ.
This looks really good, dude.
This looks super cool.
Oh my god. So now you know why it's called the Best of Steam.
Damn.
That looked real. Okay, no, I can't watch another trailer. I'm just gonna be like freaking out the whole time wanting to play the game. Oh god! And then I remember what the last game. Oh, okay. So I've already told you about this already. Rogue Legacy 2 is out, everybody.
Yep. Yep.
I don't have it yet. I'm glad I don't, because if I had it tonight, I would probably come home from Liz's tonight and just play this until I go back to Liz's tomorrow. Oh my god. So yeah, I don't know if anybody remembers me. I played the shit out of this on streams. I played the shit out of this on YouTube and like personal call. I loved Rogue Legacy. It was basically what Dead Cells replaced. Because I stopped playing Rogue Legacy for a while, I finally got into another game which I really liked, enjoyed playing casually, which was Dead Cells. And now they got this out, and I want this.
So the map shows you where your enemies are now.
Yeah.
Instead of just guessing, now you know where enemies are.
Stefan's busy already, Game Hunter. Fuck, man. And then I'm all like, okay, so I'm gonna make time for this in this section here. Oh, I'm gonna get my schedule all good. Then I'm all like, oh yeah, I want to play stuff on the Switch. Okay, I gotta change some stuff around. I'm gonna make a new schedule, add some Switch stuff. And I'm like, are you serious? Rogue Legacy now too? I'm like, I can't. Hey
guys.
We need more fucking time in a day.
Hey guys, it's available right now from $15.99.
15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99. 15.99 that's American. Hold on.
It's
18. It's still only under $20.
Even at full price, it's only going to be a $20 game. Well, I liked money.
Oh, please. Oh, please do this for me.
Oh, wait a minute. I have $20 sitting in my Steam credit right now. Huh.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move into our news from Indie Retro News, because I can't go looking at this all night and just be like, okay, I could play it. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm alright. No, I can play that. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. Okay. So our news brought to us by IndieRetroNews.com. Starting out with DreadStar, a cool retro-styled Windows Mac shoot-'em-up, is coming to Steam in October. And I think, Scott, you're going to enjoy the look of this. Actually, Steve, you might enjoy the look of this, because look at the cockpit. Look at that pit of cocks right there. You can just...
How dare you tell me to look at that cockpit?
But dude, not safe for work. Everyone loves cockpits. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This looks like a good shoot-'em-up, too. Game is fast-paced shoot-'em-up based more on killing enemies than escaping thousands of bullets, with inspirations such as Raiden, Donpachi, and other older shoot-'em-up games. Holy fuck, that's loud. Oh, okay, here we go.
That hurt.
Huh? Did not have Johnny Hitbox. DreadStar, when it's released, will feature 10 different weapons, 4 different ships, tons of customization, 6 replayable levels with unique enemies, big bosses and mid bosses, 3 difficulty settings, RPG elements such as being able to level up, and finally pixel art, cutscenes, and chiptunes music made on the Atari ST and ZX Spectrum. What?
Huh.
Who wants to spend more money? Let's go to Steam. Already on my wish list. Apparently, I was already looking at this game at some point. Oh, we probably did. We probably covered it on Best of Steam. What can I do? So yeah, it looks really good. How do you feel about it, Scotty? I see one hand is... Oh, you put the other hand down. Oh.
I mean, yep.
Yeah, it looks kind of nice. I like that there was a shop there. It showed, I believe, with like a dwarf person lady thing. Where is it?
I mean, yep.
A dwarf dude. Look at that. Look at him. He's all like, "Come on, let's power up your ship, dude." Oh, looks good. Anyways. Oh, Simon's Quest Rebitten, a cool PC fan remake of Konami's Castlevania 2. Wait, is this who I think it is? I've seen him before. I'm pretty sure he was trying very hard to be an AVGN type dude, and I guess it didn't work out.
I don't know.
What's his name? Ed Finley. Yeah, that's who it is. Alright, so, according to the creator of this version of Simon's Quest, and his newest project is now complete. Major improvements like the day-night cycle, bosses, and finding out how to progress in the game are just some of the upgrades to this classic that is sure to excite many in the retro community who love playing the classic Castlevania series. If that wasn't enough, and you're not a fan of this particular game, you can also play as other remakes such as Friday the 13th, Ninja Gaiden, and Fact Xanadu Remastered. Ooh. Yep, Retro Gamer 3. That's the same guy.
Yep.
Ooh. This looks good.
So this is just Simon. This is Just Simon's Quest Redacted, correct? Because I might have been a little bit for a second. I'm assuming that's what this is.
Whoa. The light and stuff?
No. Okay, this way.
Yes, I am talking about my game Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest Rebitten, the full remake of Castlevania 2, and I want to thank everybody for their maximum positive support.
Alright, well, he's going to go on about this for another, like, 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It looks really good. It looks like it's very well done, actually, so I'm glad he finally done something that uses his full potential, because, I don't know, I was not digging his YouTube stuff, but if he's redoing games like this, I mean, good for him, because it looks like he's doing a great job with it. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Really hating life right now. I don't know, Tom.
I don't. Forgive me, everybody. I'm about to go sidetrack us for a second. Go check your Steam stuff and go check your Steam first.
Why, Scott? Thank you for the gift of Rogue Legacy 2. God. Like it's the worst. It's the best and the worst at the same time. You know, like, here's an awesome game you want. By the way, go fuck yourself. It's like,
read the message that I put in.
I know, Stefan. Fuck you. You don't have time anymore. Best wishes, SDK. What a jerk, man.
I got it for myself too, so don't worry. You wanted to have time? Fuck you. Not anymore, you don't.
Apparently not. So I might be able to play it tonight / tomorrow morning, and then, like, Sunday is probably the next time I'm going to play it. Oh, you are a jerk off sometimes. Thank you again, but still, fuck you, man. Anyways, back to the podcast. Bye, Ed. Oh my god. JetPac RX, modified, remastered. You're a jerk.
You're welcome.
Remastered ZX Spectrum game. Fans of the classic game JetPac might be pleased with the news, as thanks to H.E.R.O, who's behind this version, who also contacted us recently, told us that this is his own personal take on Ultimate Play the Game's classic JetPac for the ZX Spectrum. The core gameplay is still there, but dozens of modifications have been made, with many more planned. Updates include additional details to the graphics, new gameplay mechanics, particle effects, and much more.
Okay. I think we talked about, like, the OG JetPac.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
We have indeed. Oh, just let's play the game now. Oh my god. Oh wait. Oh, that's your lasers coming at the other side. That was tripping me out.
Holy crap. They definitely have, like, different things going on, that's for sure. Holy cow. Jesus.
What? Okay, I thought it was hitting your freaking rocket ship for a second.
Yeah, they are. Like, the ones on the bottom? Looks like they are.
Nah, don't worry about me staying home. The sounds are a little bit to be desired, but the yeah.
Those are your lasers going out the other side.
That's what I was saying. That's what I said first. I was like, holy shit, and I was like, wait, those are my lasers.
Okay, I see now.
Okay, I like the effect of the rocket. Love the effect of the rocket.
Right?
That was super cool.
You were collecting things to like put fuel in your rocket or something like that. That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I see now.
So I think you're trying to blast stuff from destroying your fuel.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Cool. I got it now.
All right. So that looks interesting. I love that we get to see all these fun little games on consoles we don't own ever. Next, we have Granny's Teeth 2020. It sounds ridiculous, but just give it a second. Granny's Teeth 2020. This is for the C64, by the way. How long is the preview? 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Alright, according to the description, this is a video preview of an upcoming C64 game, which is still currently under development. But it is shaping out quite nicely. Oh, here we go. It's shaping out quite nicely. The game is based on the 2016 Craptastic 4K game, but features 8 new rooms and 32 levels, whereas the video only shows 3 levels so far. So keep an eye on our website or richard-tnd.itch.io, as when it is released, it will be fully fledged free game. Come on, Scott, dance.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, what? It's Granny's Teeth. Okay, I've had enough of Granny's Teeth. The premise, the sound, like, I guess I understand. You're going through levels where you have to get Granny's Teeth, but Jesus. Like, of all the things to come up with a game for, that's strange to me. Just saying. Just super saying. Alright, next we have Atom Is Me, a lovely looking game that's worth playing on your Atari XL XE. Atom Is Me was initially planned to be released on 8-Bit Forever Party in March. The party was cancelled due to the outbreak of the coronavirus, which allowed the team to expand the initial scope of the overall polish of the game and working on fancy stuff like an extended intro and outro. Fast forward to this summer, however, with good news in our inbox, you can now play the full version complete with 64 levels, 8 worlds with unique graphics, 5 musical tracks, original puzzles inspired by the award-winning Baba Is You by R.V. Tekari, and Rabo by Junaz, Janus Pelch. Oh my god, that is a hard name to say. New game mechanics, the ability to revert time, and much more. Ooh. This is a strange type of game. Looks like you're Tom Nook, I'm just saying. Oh, you can go back on your mistakes. That's kind of cool. Collect samples. Save the Earth. I mean, it looks interesting. I don't know how much I would play it. It's like that Granny's Teeth one. I'm just saying.
It has some cool concepts where it looks like, it gives you hints as to what you're supposed to do on the screen. So, different concepts for each level depending on what the blocks say. So it's kind of neat.
All right. So next we have AtomiCat, an enjoyable specky game with a playable cat. So ZX Spectrum. Alright, in this latest game from Ariel Andaro, you play as a cat that has to traverse through radiated levels to find a transmitter located on the other side of a city to get help to save both Maggie and her faithful feline Alphonse. Be aware, however, this won't be easy, as not only is there radiation to deal with, slowly depleting your health, but there's mutants around, and the only safe place is momentarily inside a bunker. So good luck, Alphonse Cat, as this might be the hardest quest a cat has ever had to take on. It moves fast for the ZX Spectrum, so that's kind of nice.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Oh, wait. You can jump on top of the enemies? Ah, okay. Wow, but yeah, the radiation really is sucking down your health real fast. Oh, whoa! That enemy ate so much health on you. Oh, God. Get in the bunker. Oh, God. Get in. Okay, it's safe in there. Oh, crap. That is craziness. A sugar cookie, man. No, you're almost dead! Oh my god, it's happening. He's dead. He's fucking dead. Game mode. Oh, so this was created with the MK1 engine of the Mojang twins as well. So it looks like the Mojang twins MK1 engine has been being used quite a bit.
Yeah.
And the games seem to be pretty good too, so I mean, that's not a bad thing. Alright, that's a 4-minute video, so we're going to move on. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog on the SNES. Alright.
Well, how can that be possible? SNES doesn't have blast processing.
Oh, they don't have any sound effects though, yet. Alright, so looking mighty impressive indeed in the video above, not only does the creator say that this is a Sonic engine for the SNES based on the Sega Genesis code, with many things optimized for SNES, but it has several bugs to fix, including sound. It's not ready yet. Okay. And it was also thanks to everyone at Sonic Retro for the excellent disassembly of the original games and for the gods of the original engine. Huh. So apparently this Sonic Hedgehog engine was created for the SNES by Tiago SC. It looks pretty good though, like it runs good.
You can tell that there are, like, right here, like, there are certain parts where, like, it doesn't seem to load right away.
Yes, I've also noticed that it also has this weird, like, kind of, before the screen starts moving, it'll move over, like, several pixels, stop for a second, and then just continue going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's obviously some bugs to fix, but that's fine. And it does look like it has some issues with the scrolling forward, but yeah. It looks pretty good so far. And it's impressive, I must say.
I mean, it looks neat, except for, like, those kind of, like, those small little nitpicks. It does look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So that was neat. Next, we have H.E.R.O Returns, a new take on the classic H.E.R.O game, coming to the ZX Spectrum.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, that sounds terrible. Alright, coming as a complete surprise to us, as thanks to a heads up from Saberman, we've been told this latest game from Gusman B is a new take on the H.E.R.O game and can be classed as an unofficial sequel to that classic game. In this one, which comes with a story before you begin the game, you play as that classic character from the original H.E.R.O and must rescue 16 miners trapped deep in the caves after a terrible mining accident which has taken place.
Okay.
It's a huge story to the start of this. This is pretty cool.
Right.
I want to see the actual gameplay now. Oh, level 2. Going down. Okay, so it looks very simplistic, but it still looks like it'd be fun. Ooh. Right, okay. Oh, you have some kind of gun. Holy crap. Oh, there's the miner. Oh! You gotta shoot him. What? Wait, is that turtles that you can get on there or something? What is that? Oh, you got it. Wow, this is... I wish there was some music behind it. with Gustavision doing the job. It's weird how your character is like some dude with a helicopter on his head, but no real legs. I'm very confused. Very, very confused.
Hey man, if you had a helicopter head, you'd be a hero too.
Alright, so it looks strange, but it does look fun as well. So I'd play it if I had a ZX Spectrum someday. Next up, we have Batboy, a new game for your ZX Spectrum. Alright, so let's turn this down. Holy crap, Stains, that was very loud. Alright, so Gotham City is in danger again. The evil army of the Joker bot has invaded the streets of the city, and only Batboy can destroy them. Using his bat car and bat plane, he will be able to reach all the areas and defeat all the enemies in his path. Jump, glide, duck, and shoot. Anything that moves, you duck whatever moves. Yes, do that. The game features cool gameplay aesthetics, lots of platforming action, deadly enemies to deal with, and multiple levels including Gotham streets on the road, 777's factory, the art museum up in the air, and the cathedral. I don't know how that is any meaning to me, but... So it's like Game Boy style, but on a ZX Spectrum. That is trippy.
Interesting.
Antonio J. Perez's new ZX Spectrum game of Batboy, a game that was developed using not just the Mojang Twins MK1 engine, but Sergio the Pope's FX utility TZX turbo loading by Javier Pena, and 7-Up, WYZ Tracker, and ZX Paintbrush. Jesus. It's a bunch of shit I'm not used to reading too much about. Obviously, I don't do ZX Spectrum programming.
Feels weird to be like a Batman character with a gun. It's kind of like against everything Batman's about.
Kinda, yeah. Well, I mean, he did have some kind of guns, but nothing like that's actually like shoot to kill kind of thing. Yeah. But it looks like it's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
And again, on the ZX Spectrum, I mean, some of it does look a little slow, but it does look like it has its, challenge to it as well. So that's kind of nice. All right, our last story from Indie Retro News is Tiny Bobble. Oh my god, I can't believe it did that. Arcade quality port of Bubble Bobble gets an Amiga beta. This is hot news. Hot news.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to watch there. Maybe. Oh, actually, we'll watch down here. Yeah, that one's better. It's shorter as well. Oh! It sounds good too. I like it. So, even though Bubble Bobble was already released for the Amiga and enjoyed by many, Tiny Bobble for the Amiga 500 OCS plus 0.5 fast with a recommendation of the Amiga 1200, however, will be as close to the arcade version as possible, with many changes over the original version released in the late 80s. Tiny Bobble will have 50 FPS instead of 25, 32 colors instead of 16, 150 items, a bigger screen height of 224 pixels, more sprite animations, a progress screen, an animated extend screen, and finally multiple endings not using any assets or code from the original Amiga version. That's kind of impressive, and they did increase it quite a bit.
Right.
Doubled the amount of colors, doubled the FPS.
Does look pretty good.
Yeah, for Bubble Bobble. On the Amiga, on a basic Amiga too, if I'm correct. Oh, you're gonna get the big drops? Oh, how come no big diamonds? Oh, they ripped you off, dude. You need to get that. You need to get it going. Alright, so now we're going to move into my news from Destructoid this week. Starting with Untitled Goose Game is getting multiplayer for free next month.
Yay.
Oh boy. I've yet to play this game, and I also want to play Untitled Goose Game, because I'm pretty sure I could spend 3 hours just fucking around with the farmer. Just saying. Never get sick of it. Why would you? Well, seriously, why? You can't. So, I don't know why there is a title up there saying September 23rd. Congrats. As part of the One More Thing announcement from today's Nintendo Indie World Showcase, Untitled Goose Game made an unlikely appearance, taking over the show at the last minute. The reveal was simple. 2 geese? How can this be? The implications are obvious. Yes, Untitled Goose Game is getting multiplayer. While it was confirmed on the Nintendo stream itself, developer House's official site lists the Steam and itch release coming on coming on September 23rd. Is this released on itch.io? Maybe. Instead of Steam? I don't know. Along with the co-op update. In the description for the official trailer below, House doles out a bit more info beyond the scope of the showcase. Evidently, you can play through the entire game with 2 players. Rad. Also announced at the end of the stream, there's going to be a physical version of Untitled Goose Game on Switch, which you can view below. Okay. Okay. It looks cute. Looks like a very Katamari Damacy. Of course, we'll watch the trailer because he got to. See, there's the farmer. I told you I would fuck with him for days. Oh! And then the other goose comes out of nowhere. Ah! And stole his keys. Oh my god! Oh, I'm loving this. I can watch this for hours too. Oh my god. Uh-huh! Oh, I'm loving this. This is so funny to watch. Uh-huh! Oh, God. Oh, I want to play that so bad.
This looks fun.
Okay, I thought for sure that we had lost your audio for a second. Holy crap.
No.
Yeah. So, 2-player then on top of it as well. Oh.
Right. Game already looks fun as it was.
Yeah. And now I'm looking forward to playing it even more.
Tag team bullfuckery.
You guys could see a Scott and OW Gamer. OW
right.
Gamer? Oh my god. I slightly shortened my name and then decided to not do it for an SDK and OWG stream of co-op Untitled Goose Game in the future.
Sounds good to me.
Ooh, Digi still here? Spelunky 2 is releasing on Steam no later than a few weeks after PS4. Okay. Which means a late September or early October launch on PC. Clarifying the Steam release window for Spelunky 2, creator Derek Hughes says that the PC version of the trap-filled roguelike platformer will be out within a few weeks of the PS4 launch on September 15th. There was a bit of fuzziness surrounding the Steam date. Spelunky 2's appearance during a recent State of Play stream was understandably PlayStation focused, so it's nice to have more clarity. Developers need time to make sure that Spelunky 2 runs well on PC, according to you. That includes testing online multiplayer, but it's not the only thing we'll be busy with. Mossmouth and Bitworks are working hard to make sure the 2 release dates are as close as possible. He also mentioned that the Steam page has new screenshots, which my mind started dissecting and playing, like you do if you're obsessed with Spelunky. Yeah, we have a lot of people in our community that enjoy playing Spelunky. Six, Elizabeth, Digidude, so many people. OW, it hurts, Steve. Yeah, I haven't really seen too much on the new Spelunky. I'm looking forward to. I also used to play Spelunky again, as well once upon a time. Looks like that's a new dice game they have there, and some NPC that looks like to be a walrus lady, or maybe that's the I don't know. We'll see in the future, though. I assume. So you haven't played much Spelunky at all, have you, Scott?
I have not. I've not played it at all, to be completely honest.
Wow, being honest.
I mean, I've watched you guys play it, and it looks like super fun. I just don't want a copy of it, that's all.
Look, you have money in Steam account. More Spelunks. Everyone's going to love the Spelunks. Everyone's going to get on that bandwagon. I can see it. Up next, Sports Story delayed on Switch to ensure that everything makes it into the game. Another good reason to delay your games. Make sure that you have everything you want in them. Why would you ever put it out earlier because of that? Like, yeah. Someone should give Scott. It's not how IRL works. I don't know what Steve. Come on. I'm sure actually, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody has a copy of Spelunky just sitting around that they want to get rid of. Alright, the follow-up to Golf Story doesn't have a new date. The next sports game from Golf Story developer Sidebar Games needs more time. Originally announced for Q2 2020, Sports Story has become rather ambitious to the point where the developers want to take some more time with it. They're excited about how it could turn out and want to ensure that everything makes it into the game. A new release date wasn't mentioned. We are eager to reveal the results of these past 2 years, so please look forward to future updates, said Sidebar Games. The team also shared a hint-filled video about what's in store, from vampires in a hotel to soccer with a dog. On that note, Sidebar previously pitched Sports Story as a game about sports, but not always. Speaking of cool indie games on Switch, Nintendo is streaming another Indie World Showcase tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific. Sports Story first showed up during one of these events. The eShop can be a sludge-filled wasteland at times, but then games like Golf Story come around. Golf Story and Sports Story also look like games that me and Mr. Six would probably enjoy the shit out of. Actually, I'm sure all of us would enjoy playing these.
Especially Golf Story. I mean, I'm a big fan of golf, so like that game would have been pretty cool for me.
And please don't show me fishing. Why? I'm starting to feel that way though, Scott. Like intentionally, like, hey, let's just throw some fishing stuff in there just to fuck with them.
Right.
But it looks nice. I really like the aesthetic look of this. Like it's got.
Don't worry,
that.
guys. By the end of next year, I'm gonna be a millionaire because starting tonight, I'm starting work on my new video game called Fishing Story, and Stefan's gonna own like 7,000 copies of it. How to make my first million through fishing.
Alright, anyways, fuck you, Scott, again. Nintendo reveals colorful Switch controllers for Mario's 35th anniversary. I was looking forward to this. Look at these new friggin' controllers. We don't need to talk about them because we all know what they're going to be like. We all know who they're made by H.E.R.O. But look at these friggin' controllers.
It looks so cool.
Remember, Scott, when we were growing up and like, oh, look at this, Nintendo. There's like 2 whole controllers you can get for it. Ooh, yep. Wow, it's so hard to get them all. Now it's all like, hey, 35th anniversary, you want a dozen controllers? That is only the first one. Look at this one. Look at this fucking thing.
Oh.
That Pro controller looks so nice, dude. Love it. I know, I don't need another controller either, Game Hunter, but I'm going to fucking want all of them, though. God damn it.
You don't ever need... Well, I can't say you don't... Or never.
Yeah, actually, having spare controllers is never a bad thing.
You usually don't need another controller. But do you want this controller?
See?
The answer is yes. Yes, you do.
It looks so nice. It really does. Like that one there, especially like the like more rectangular one. Like the Pro controller looks really great as well, like the orange and the gold. But the other one looks just it's so fantastic. Mm-hmm. It's strange how they're going with like I don't know, maybe that is a red, but it almost looks orange in that picture.
The one with the M on it?
No, the other one, like the buttons on it and like the directional pad and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's. I think it's supposed to be red.
More than likely it is for Mario, because I mean,
yeah,
right? But maybe I'm just getting all orange fancy because. Yeah, not really much to talk about there, but our last thing that we have here is specifically geared toward Mr. Scott. Hey, Scott! Remember how you used to fuck with me? The Ikaruga Model Kit Edition will be coming to the West on PS4 and Switch. So look at this, everybody. This what? Go back. Oh, there it is. There, he wants that so bad. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Limited production physical edition. This is the Wii. Wow, the Switch version. That's PS4 version. Hyper Gun edition coming October 27th. Limited quantities available. Ikaruga for Nintendo Switch or PlayStation. Heavy outer box. Exclusive Metal Earth steel model kit of the Ikaruga ship. Heavy stock instruction manual. Premium foil warning sticker. Ooh. Ooh! That's a foil sticker, Scott!
I see it.
Although, if this is to scale... Alright. That model is very small.
Yeah.
Much smaller than I assumed. But, I mean, hey, it is coming with a game, so, you know. The set will retail for around $60 US. That is not bad. That's how much you're going to pay for a new game, dude.
Is that, wait. What? That's with the Model 2?
Let's see. As previously reported, Ikaruga Limited physical print includes a box copy of the game, courtesy of all with a cool model kit of the Ikaruga itself, courtesy of premium modeling company Metal Earth. The set will retail for around $60 US with a Western launch date of October 27th.
What?
Yeah, you're basically
$60?
That's how much you pay for a game, anyways.
God.
Right?
But I liked my money.
Yeah, we all like our money, Scott. We all like our time too, you jerk. So,
Liz. sorry, not sorry.
She'll watch me play as well. But yeah, we don't have any Kickstarters tonight, but we do have some Twitter feed left to do. So we're going to start off with Catherine at Kaki Himawari, which is at KAKIHIMAWARI.
Got it.
So she's doing a work in progress, FE3H, which is that not? What is the name of that game?
What's that?
Fire Emblem. There we go. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Claude Van Regan, I guess is his name. Yeah, so she's been doing some really good art. Like, really good art.
Yeah, right?
I feel attacked on other art Twitter. Dude, you gotta enjoy, you know, it's porn for your eyeballs, dude. It's alright. Yeah, no, Catherine, I started following her not too long ago. She does a lot of nice stuff as well. I like a lot of her art.
Looks good.
And it looks like she does like a lot of different things. Like she does, like she brings them to full color and stuff. Like it's not just the outlines and stuff. So, but yeah, it's cool that she does it all through like Photoshop and like this is craziness, man. Look at all this. Look at all these brushes she's using. Holy shit!
Right.
Actually, that's probably not Photoshop. This Studio Paint Pro, Clip Studio Paint Pro. So yeah, you can go and follow Catherine. I'm sure she will not be disappointed with some extra follows from people. She's an illustrator and graphic designer, video games, English, and I think that's... I'm not sure. I don't want to say it's Korean or Chinese because I could be wrong. But yeah. The next account that we're going to look at, I'm not sure if I brought this up before. It's called Nature is Lit. If you guys want to follow a fun, I guess new type of what would you call it? Twitter account that's not all about toxic bullshit and stuff. this is probably the place to go. And now, this is the other thing that I've been kind of pissed off with, is that I don't know why, but for some reason it doesn't want to like play the videos and stuff after I preload them. I don't know why.
Jesus Christ, that's a fucking huge rabbit. What the hell? God damn. The fuck
Okay,
is
so here we
that?
go. So look here, look at Kitty, big old Kitty comes over and lies down in this one, and the other ones are like, oh, we're playing this game, are we? Oh, I'll get in on this, meh. And he just lies on top. How cute is that? So this is what the nature's lit is like. There's also drainage canals in Japan are so clean they even have koi fish in them.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
what?
Hell.
Not only that, but their drainage pipes look awesome. Or drainage canals, considering they're all made of like rock and stuff. Like, what? Yeah. So, yeah, this is Nature is Lit. One of my favorite,
Fuck.
one of my favorite accounts to follow. Wildfires in California that someone's driving by. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff on this.
Yeah, dude, there's so many cool things. It's not only animals, it's everything in nature. So it's like, this is true to watch, like the wildfires that Buddy's driving through here in California. That looks crazy.
Yeah, right.
What is
It's like
this?
almost like from a video game, you know what I'm saying?
Holy crap. Caption this. No, you caption it. For the last lifeboat out the Titanic to portraits of survivors, here's a rare look at the Titanic immediately following the disaster. See, like, so many cool things that they put up on this. I love it so much.
Nice. Pretty cool.
And the dog just... Taiwanese blue magpie. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this account just because it's, like I said, it's probably one of my most favorite ones to follow.
Pretty neat.
Up next, we have Blacktar at Blacktar14. We've introduced him on the podcast once before. Some pixel art dungeon tile set that they're working on. I like it. Love that tile set. This looks very retro styled as well. Obviously, being pixel art, Herbiter.
What's it called?
At Blacktar14.
There we go.
Yeah, and as you see at the very top there, their banner has the Alice in Wonderland with the... It looks like it's the what is it? Dark Alice?
Cheshire Cat.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the
Yeah,
last time we looked
like
at him,
that.
he actually had this jungle tile set. That's when we featured him last.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and you remember all these ones, like, was it Bodhi and Mystique, but she was thick.
Yeah, that's the Alice in Madness Alice.
Yeah. Says Blacktar 14.
Very cool.
Next we have Princess of Cubes, and at Princess of Cubes. Pixel art hobbyist. She does some fantastic work.
Holy shit.
The most recent thing she done was a wild royal conch, a snail monster for Pixel Dailies. They live in a symbiotic relationship with a species of gnome who build fortified cities around their shells. They will fire their tiny cannons without hesitation, so watch out. And that looks really awesome.
Yeah, it does. That's kind of neat.
Right? And I like how she puts a backstory on it, too, like
Right?
why it is what it is. It's really cool. I'm playing around with a blur effect. What do you think? Okay, let's have a look. Oh. Yeah, see, some of these pixel artists do some really cool, like, other stuff with just, I guess, experimentation and stuff with what they
Yeah,
can
like
do.
the blur effect on the swords there. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Next, we have someone we also had on the we featured on the Twitter feed before, which is iMonk562, Mr. Kevin Anderson. They draw pixel RPG characters, but they're also a horror game fan. Oh god. What was this? Oh, a zombie coming to life. That was Resident Evil 2 pixel art that they're doing here. I think that's pretty cool. I guess it's a policeman with his little badge on the top of his hat.
Damn.
Looks like I've been missing out on some other cool people there too. See, pixel art is fun. Other cool pixel artists. That's one of the reasons why I go and follow some of these people, because it just keeps going and going and going.
Right.
Next, we have at dev_dwarf log and form. This summer, I promised myself I would make a game while stuck at home. Today I release Lianthus, which I like the color, the style, the strange 3D kind of feel to it, but still being like 2D and like pixely. Oh, did I not follow him? Oh, my mistake. See, that's the stuff that I always worry about. I try to wait to follow people on the podcast, and then sometimes I forget because I'm so into looking at their work.
Right.
But this looks really good, though. Like, I would play this so far. It looks like it's kind of creepy, too.
A little bit.
Yeah, no, this is a very well done game, I think. It looks really nice. I love the look of it. And it's already on H.E.R.O, so...
Give it a look.
Yeah, definitely go give it a look. Alright, up next, we have BVNS at Cinna. BVNS, as in cinnamon. C-I-N-N-A. BVNS. Artist GFX Design and Gamer did do this in your own style piece to there it is. So their next do it in your own style challenge was so fun and such a learning experience. I love the color so much. I'm really proud of this one because it's so pretty. My favorite painting so far. Hope you all like it as much as me. Yeah, anytime that someone does paintings, like, Jesus. Like, so when I think it went from that to this, and that painting looks fantastic. That looks so good. I'm trying to make more pixel art and artist friends online. Maybe they'll let me have a piece so I can hang it. Go right here, right behind my head. That way you constantly get all the commissions. Let them all know. But no, I do like her style. I like that she paints and is obviously a very good painter. And next we have someone we've had on the podcast before as well, on the feed, which is Moogie. Moogie.ping at friendmoogie. She's doing commissions right now, and she does a lot of pixel art animations, so like GIFs and stuff. And I think that she does pretty good work. I don't think anyone would be like super disappointed with anything she does. We have looked at some of her stuff before. We'll go right to her page if we can. Oh, she's moved to friend Moogie. Okay, I'll follow her over there again as well. But let's see some of the other stuff that she does. Also do a lot of retweets of other artists. And that's how I actually find a lot of these other artists, is because of Moogie. So thank you, Moogie. Thank you for showing us how to find this stuff. Please include your commission form and username. You can find a commission form at friendmoogie.card.co. If you have any questions, send it through an email. So yeah. And she has different prices for different things. Like if you want a Twitch intro, outro, $60 US. Pixel, lo-fi animations, 100. And Icon's only 15. So yeah, I think she does some great work. Yeah, Moogie and Azumi are pretty great for finding artists. Yeah, I can completely agree with that. Looks a bit Don't Starve. Oh yeah, that game that we were looking at. Yeah, you are correct. It does look a little bit like the Don't Starve, but I like the look of that game a little bit more though. All right, the last thing that we have for tonight. This person's name is Symbols, and Asian symbols with stars. At RPLMKO. They are a 19-year-old person from Hong Kong who does art and such. So this is the most recent one that she did, which was a commission for Yokai. I wish we could see it more, because I hate when they do this.
It's cute.
I hate when they don't play. Play the friggin' thing for me, please.
It's not. It's just the character blinks. That's all.
Oh, okay. Now it's doing it. So yeah, as you can see, she does some pretty good work as well. For someone who's only 19 years old.
Right.
I get blown away by the younger people, because I believe there was someone that we were looking at before who was, I think they were like a 14-year-old somewhere over in one of the Asian countries. And the pixel art that they were doing looked like super advanced for, like for their age. So I mean, it's crazy how good some people are and how much like talent people can have.
Right.
And it looks like she's been doing lots of commissions. I assume it's a she. I could be wrong. It looks like it's a lot of waifu stuff right up Scott's alley.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're nasty.
I have no idea what you mean.
Alright, that's it, everybody. We're done.
Yeah.
It was not a bad podcast. We got to see some great stuff again. I had to kind of extend our Twitter feed a little bit because we didn't have Kickstarters, so I knew it would be a little bit lacking on that. But other than that, a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hoping you guys had a good evening, enjoying the podcast as well.
And hey, we got through one without having to take like a 15-minute pause for me to come back. So that's
no, that was the one thing I was afraid of. But I'm glad they set you up and got everything going the way they did, and as quickly as they did too, dude. That was really nice.
I know. It was super fast. It was like we got there and it took us like 5 minutes. They're like, "Yep, you're done. And here's your thing. Have a nice day." Like,
Jesus.
What? Already?
I'm wrong with that. Spelunky John. Alright, I am going to refresh our list here. We're going to host up somebody new, somebody different. Well, I can't say it. Ooh! Mr. Orange Joker is streaming, and Mr. Orange Joker has been MIA from streams recently, so we are definitely going to raid him up right now.
But before you guys go,
yeah,
I want to make sure that we thank our outlets. For me, I want to thank VG247 and Destructoid.com.
And I will also thank Destructoid.com, Indie Retro News, Steam, Indie Developers, the Pixel Artists, Twitter, all so many good places. Also, MegaCat sent me my games. I got 2 more games, Yazzie and Arcagus, both for Sega Genesis, both in the Mega Drive looking cases, the blue ones instead of red. Very stoked about that as well. We are going to be having MegaCat Month very soon, and that will mean we're going to be playing a ton of MegaCat games, doing some promotion for them, because they are fantastic publishers, have a lot of fantastic indie developers over there. If you haven't played in their games, Bite the Bullet. They're actually holding a contest right now for Bite the Bullet for speedrunning. There's 3 top prizes. I think it's like $1,000 for first place, 500 for second place, 250 for third. So if you speedrun that game, you have the potential to actually make some money for speedrunning. So, other than that, have yourselves a good evening. Let's rate up Mr. Orange Joker. And we will see you next week, as long as everything keeps going as awesome as it is. So, see you later.